I was trying to get the camera together, but I gotta get this set up. I had it set up to where it was in like landscape mode, but then I made it so I had to move it from its spot. But now I think we're good. We're good like that. So hello, how's everybody doing? I know. It has been. I don't like this angle. Y'all see my double chin, double neck, and everything. But anyway, I know that it has been for forever. You guys, I've had so much going on, and it's like one thing after the other. But I am so glad that I'm just chilling and relaxing, eating some ice cream. And I said, you know what? Let me go and talk to my YouTube people because I'm always on Facebook. I'm never on YouTube. Well, I am on YouTube, but not like I should or how I need to be. So I just wanted to and chit chat with you guys. Please excuse my voice. I'm kind of getting sick and I have lost my voice, including a sore throat. So it's a struggle for you, girl. Okay. Hello. How you guys doing? So I'm just letting a little bit of time go by. I know it's late, so I'm just waiting for some people to come in. If people decide to come in, because like I said, I know it's late. I really need to be in bed. I'm so tired. We just got our ice cream, and we're gonna talk about relationships. It is so often that people are always talking about relationships, but when they do, they speak on it in like a negative way or negative term. But I just want to bring some positive light on relationships. And I wanted to do this as a live video so that I can get your opinion. So I see that I have a viewer on here. I just want to ask you, when it comes to relationships, do you look at it in a positive light than a negative light? Or are you more so on the verge of, kind of standoffish about it, you know, not really into the whole thing, or you have a negative taste about relationships? Like, talk to me. Tell me what you think. Because my opinion is there is never there's never a situation or relationship you could ever be in that's going to be perfect. You can even expect bad things. Well, not bad things. Let me rephrase that. You can expect like things to happen. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna always be peaches and cream. It's not gonna always be, you know, right all the time. But there is something that you can do or think about that will kind of give you a different perspective. Because let's think about it. If a person can go through a lot in their relationship, yet still have a positive outlook, then you can there it's not magic, it's not mysterious, it's not some, you know, creepy thing that's going on. It's just simply the perspective. It's the perspective. What I'm not saying though is to be a fool. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Know your worth. But what I am saying though is that don't always take a situation in a bad way or in a bad light. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't always be something bad. It shouldn't always be a bad situation or something that kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It shouldn't be like that. Every relationship has their problems. Every relationship has their ups and downs. Every relationship, you know, is different. Everybody is different in a different type of way. But you have to be able to find the positive out of the situation and go with it. And the more and more you understand the whole perspective game, one, it'll help you with like stress and um what is the word I'm looking for? Assumptions. It'll help you big time with that. But like I always say, love doesn't substitute foods. So you can love somebody a lot even, yet excuse me, yet have situations to occur where it turns from being in love to being a fool. And I was there. That's why I can talk about it. That's why I know. I'm not just saying something, you know, because it may sound good. I'm actually saying something because I know I've been through it. I've been that person on both sides. Um, I've been married. I've been divorced. I've been in relationships. I've been, through the good, the bad, the ugly. So I feel that there are certain things that I can touch on. There are certain things that I can talk about. There are certain things I can definitely help the next person with because we all it's something that is inevitable. You know, relationships are something that is inevitable unless you're just not into it. You know what I mean? But even you have people who are more focused on other things, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But you cannot avoid relationships. You cannot avoid um, a feeling. Like you cannot stop yourself from feeling something for someone. You understand what I'm saying? Like nobody, and I'm speaking in a general sense. Nobody, you know, start dating a person and tries to fall in love. No, it just happens over time, over experience, over um, you know, seeing what you see in this person. It just kind of happens, you know. And then once you gain that feeling, once you have that feeling, then it is your choice to carry out that action because we all know most people think love is a feeling, but if you're mature enough and you understand that love is not a feeling, it's an action. Not only that, but it is also a choice. Love is a choice. You know, you ever think about how people will be in love and be married, and then something will happen, and all of a sudden they don't love that person anymore. Or even that person did something that was horrible and they still choose to love them. They still, rocking with that person. You want to know why? That is because love is a choice. I choose to say, I love you, I'm going to be with you no matter what, or I choose to say, deuces, I'm gone. But even in those moments, excuse me, you don't want to be. Is that something? Sorry. I'm like, is that something crawling on my wall? But that's like paint. but, but you don't want to be that person who over and over and over again is seeing the same thing, is noticing the same thing, who's dealing with the same thing, who's going through the same thing, the same motions every day, all day, in, out, in, out, in, out, and you're not doing anything about it. If you are not going to do something, then I feel that you either one don't need to speak on it or talk about it or talk about it, but what you should do, um if you're not going to do anything about it, is pray about it. That's one thing I can say. If because sometimes you'll go through relationships, you'll go through issues and problems and things like that, and you're faced with all of these issues, and you're like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? And the average person will go, and what they'll do, they'll talk, they'll tell their business, they'll talk to anybody, whatever, but they're not talk. Most don't talk in a positive way. They're talking more so in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? So if a person is talking more so in a negative sense about their relationship, but then they stay, or they continue to be in that, that relationship, or continue to be with that person, it's like, what's the point? Are you just wanting to vent, to get it out, and not do anything about it, and just hoping for a change? Or are you in a situation where you're just needing to vent to a physical person, but you pray about it? Or are you the person who complains about it, talks about it, don't plan on doing anything different, or saying anything different, or having anything different or better, and you're just complaining just to hear yourself talk? So I always tell people, and I had, friends back in the day, who would go through their, um, relationship issues and stuff. And out of my little group, they always call me the mama out the group, because, I was always the person that wanted to do the right thing, and, you know, talking about, family and what's right, and, relationships and things like that. So they always kind of looked up to me and came to me for like advice and relationship advice and stuff like that. So I had friends who would come to me not just to vent, but to get advice on what they should do. And I would give it to them, and then they won't do it. They will go back. And then it became a cycle. And at that point, I'm like, okay, now I have a choice to make. Am I going to continue to allow for this person to um, use me for that, or take advantage of me for that? Or, am I going to do something about that? And I just basically told her, if you aren't going to take, my advice, then don't ask for it, because I'm very well and able and willing to just sit and listen to you and let you get it out if that's something that you want to do. But don't ask for my opinion if you're not going to take my opinion. Or even if you ask for my opinion and you don't take it, because I understand everybody's opinion is different. Everybody, They think different things like that. So you can't expect for everybody just to jump on a bandwagon with you just because you said it. Like, who are you? But what I am saying is, obviously, you see some type of um, accountability in what I'm saying. You have some type of trust and assuredness in what I'm saying. So take heed. If you're not going to take heed, then just don't ask for my opinion or ask for my advice and just talk and let me listen. But anyway, um, if you are in a relationship, I want you to take a moment and look at it in the third person. Take yourself out of the equation and act as though it's your friend, or act as though you're out of your body and you can just see yourself with your man or yourself with your lady. If you can actually assess that situation and say, I have a good man, I have a good woman, I love them, I care for them, think positive. If you can think that way towards that person and you feel that that person gives off the same energy, I'm not talking about the flaws. We all have flaws. We all mess up. We all make mistakes and stuff like that. But I'm not talking about that. I'm speaking on a more positive light. If you feel like that your mate can, gain from you or learn from you or, you know, get something from you and vice versa, that your mate can get something from you, learn from you, and things like that. And you can honestly say that I got a good man or I got a good woman, despite all of the issues, because you can work through those. But I got a good man, I got a good woman, they have a good heart. Just start to think about it in a more positive light, one, because you got to start in the mind first. And then two, start to pray for that individual. Whatever issues or problems that you may see or that you may have with this person, with your mate, just begin to pray for them. Because I always know that although I, have been through so many different, things when it comes to relationships, I know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, not even an itty bitty teensy weensy piece, I know that in the end, it'll all work out for my good because I had good intentions, and that the God that I serve will allow for it to all turn around for the good, for me to work out, for it to work out in my best interest, because he has my best interest at heart. Now, for those of you who um, think on a more different term, or not as spiritual as I am, just understand that if you put positive out, you're going to bring positive in. The more negativity you put out, the more negativity you'll have coming in. So always remember that, okay? Always remember that. The more positive I put out, the more positive I will get back. So if we're not getting positive back, then we need to check ourselves and see what we are not doing, see where we are messing up, see where we can improve. Then once we get that, or once we get to that place, the more and more we pray for our spouse, our boyfriend, our girlfriend, our man, woman, boo thing, little joint, whatever you call them, the more and more we pray for them and speak positive things over them, it'll do like this. It'll turn around for you in your favor. So I thank you guys for tuning into this video. I just wanted to come on here really, really quick because I have not posted up a video on YouTube in a while. I've kind of been neglecting y'all. I'm sorry. But I love you all. I hope that you all have an amazing rest of the night, and I will see you guys in my next video.